Hello, and welcome back to our German 1890 campaign, Blood and Iron. Last episode, we had some more back and forth, tit for tat with Russia. We managed to whittle them down to the point where we actually have a blockade going in the Baltic, or at least we did last turn. And now it's time to perhaps look into taking either the Baltic states if we can, or Finland. I've got Finland targeted for an invasion right now. We'll see how that goes. We'll take a little look-see poo, and looks like we are falling behind again on the port, but we don't have the resources right now to dedicate to or dock. I mean, dedicate to building up the docks. So let's just go with what we got here. Save the game and see if we can't finish Russia off, so to speak, here as a power. Oh, gonna be a big battle. But yeah, see if we can't knock them out of the war essentially here. So it looks like we're going northwest, which is good because we are between them and their home port. If they are truly in this direction. So we can go up. We're going to put this on 20. We're going to keep this on 20 for now and go north. See if we can't track down where they are. Okay, so it looks like they're a little bit south of us here. So it's time to go up to 20. So yeah, we do have some torpedoes mixed in there, so we have to turn the torpedoes off. Up to 20. Thought this was a solo cruiser, so I didn't adjust. We're going to turn that on AI control. And we're going to put that on AI control and put that on AI control. Just less stuff to have to micro. This is for Battle Division number 1. This is for Battle Division number 1 as well. All right. Yeah, we'll keep these light cruisers detached for now, like under our own control. And we'll just keep them handy because they have torpedoes, and it looks like we are going up against a Russian battle line. Russian? Why are they in such a hurry? Okay. I don't see their dreadnought anywhere. It might still be in repair. Or if we, I don't know if we actually have it damaged or not. I don't know if it's in the area. We know they have at least one dreadnought in service right now, with a couple more building. So let's start getting our heavy cruisers involved. Okay. Pick up the speed with our cruiser group. There we go. Now we're starting to score some hits. 9-inch hits. Nine-inch hits. Are these right? These are our broadside battleships. So let's turn. Come on, Russians, stand and deliver. Show us what you got instead of running away for once. Well, we've seen what they got in terms of like super cruisers when they beat the brakes off of me in that one cruiser engagement last time around. Looks like we are scoring more hits on them than they are scoring on us. So that's good. Let's slow down to battle speed here. We're distracting a little bit away from our battleships with our cruisers. All right, it's time to make a daring run here with our destroyers. Right, we're going to slow down to battle speed. And we're actually going to close the distance a little bit with our battleships and our heavy cruisers. Of course, they're going to turn away. All right, well, they're being very timid, but in all fairness, we do outnumber them a little bit here. All right, let's send out some speculative shots here, just sort of into their path. Of course, they turn because they have ESP wall hacks. I mean, they maneuver more than we do, and we maneuver like just out of an excess of caution. It's time to make use of some of these destroyers we have lingering back here. Go up to squad max. Fire torpedoes. I mean, if they're like weaving like this, they're not fighting very effectively. They're probably throwing off their own aim a little bit with all this sudden maneuverings. Or I was going to say maneuvers, but then I was saying maneuverings. I said maneuverings, which I'm sure is not proper English. But to be fair, I barely speak American, let alone English. Okay, off we go. I mean, those torpedoes weren't too bad. They did go through the formation at least. All right. Oh, we got a torpedo hit. Very nice. And another torpedo hit. Look at that. That's beautiful. The AI is wasting torpedoes on other destroyers that they're never going to hit. Looks like we've got one dead in the water, two dead in the water, This one here is close to being dead in the water, and this one here is not looking great. Alrighty. Squad Max, is this thing damaged? It is. I think it took an engine hit or something. It's moving a little bit slow, like Uncle Joe. All right, we do need to be cautious because oftentimes their battleships are armed with torpedoes. So let's line up a little bit here and start firing some off at their dead in the water ships. If we can score some long range hits, that would be lovely. Eek, I think we got a rudder hit here, or a misunderstood signal. Looks like a misunderstood signal. I lost control of the formation. But that's all right. This is a lovely victory here so far. If I can just hold steady. So we're gonna make sure we don't want to go back to port and then find out that, you know, they somehow survived. So we're just going to use the torpedoes that are on that side. And then we'll start using our swivels because they have a slightly better turret arc, if I recall. Okay. And that should really be the end of it there. There's some destroyers left that are scooting around down there. Go up to Squad Max to see if we can't chase them down with our heavy cruisers. Nice. Yeah, we're just brutalizing them. We've got a couple torpedoes that are left here. We're going to swing by, use them up, but we're going home. No need to press our luck any further. So light cruiser division, so that's going home. How fast is this thing? That is the damaged one. Oh. All right, let's turn hard out of the arc. Fire torpedo on this guy. There we go. We're going to pick up any survivors we can get. Okay, fire torpedo. Cool. Now we go home. The only thing left to do is to try to chase this destroyer down. See how good these things are. These are 400 tons. We might be okay against them. It's really just who can hit who that matters here. Now that they're in range of our heavy cruisers, it's going to be game over for them. Yeah. Wow. Complete devastation. Clean sweep. And we took, for being a battleship engagement, we took very minimal damage, honestly. Let's see how See how good these things are. So this is an old one. That's fair. This is an old one. This is an old one. Oh, did we sink all their old battleships? Looks like we did. We just retired their elderly ships for them. But that's less blockade power for them, and that's 2 prestige points for us. All right, we lost a sub. Oh, we lost a light cruiser. Which one was that? Let's see. The Russians lost a destroyer. The U.S. lost a destroyer and a battleship and a destroyer. Alrighty. And our unrestricted submarine warfare is doing nothing for us. So let's put it on prize rolls. These subs are just probably too junky. So let's see here. This was a Rostock class. This was one of our newer ones, like 1893. Actually, that's not a big loss, honestly. It's like a tax. It's like the computer. Like they want their pound of flesh. They're like, "What? You just had a victory?" No, it's not allowed. They're down to 2 pre-dreadnoughts left in their fleet. Excellent. So that should open us up for this invasion of Finland. Enemy unable to challenge us. Alrighty. We lost a sub. They're kind of doing us a little bit of a favor, getting rid of our old junky submarines for us. We have a lot of unrest as well. But I think we came into the war with that. All right. Can they contest us? They will. All right. All right. Then we at least have a good idea of what we're doing here. Where are our... Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to send a cruiser fleet down there to escort the transports. 20 knots of this destroyer. Run to AI escort there. And we're going to try and get involved here. Put us on essentially our cruise speed of 20 for these heavy cruisers. And our scouting force here has spotted the enemy. Don't worry, I won't start speaking in a German accent. But our battle group is going to head towards their battle group. And that's essentially the goal here, is to sink as many of their surviving battleships as we can get our hands on. Now, here's a crazy thought. We do have torpedoes on these rearmost heavy cruisers. Oh my gosh, we just got hit by a torpedo. Wow. We were going to do that to you. That's not fair. The Hertha is one of our... Boy, we are pounding them. The Hertha is one of our oldest. So, farewell, Hertha. I don't know. You did well, I guess. I can't remember Hertha ever doing a whole lot. Boy, did our heavy cruisers just like hand it to these things? These are these Ganga class battleships, which are as old as the hills, as my mom would say. Oh, by the way, I know she doesn't watch this, but today is my mother's birthday. She turned 71 today. So happy birthday to my mom. Not that she watches my YouTube channel or anything. All right, well, we've expended our torpedoes. Let's get back into the regular formation, and we're going to break off the Prince Albert, and we're going to send it home. I think this is one of Prince Albert. I think that's like a Prince Heinrich class. So that's one of the first heavy cruisers that we built custom. Yeah, 1899. Oh, okay. For a second there, I saw the Veneta class. I started to panic a little bit because I was like, "Oh no, there's an enemy ship here." Because for Japan, the Veneta class is an enemy. But I'm not playing as Japan any longer. All right, so we're gonna start heading for the objective here. And these things here are traveling at 8 knots. So we're going to speed up, we're go to about 10 knots so we can catch up. But other than that, we just want these battleships out of the way by the time the transports come in here, so the transports don't like panic and scatter. Let's speed up with these destroyers. All right, fire torpedoes. One away, two away. Excellent. I mean, it's definitely done for, but we do want to, like I said, we don't want it on the surface because these transports will start to freak out. Let's float back down to 20 knots. There's no need to go crazy with it. Okay, these can go up to 25 if we wanted to. So let's try and chase these destroyers down, just get them out of the way. That's too all. Cool. That's all the battleships are gone. Funny enough, our heavy cruisers might be able to run these destroyers down. It just depends on if they have speedy engines or not. Like they'll break down faster. That looks like a patrol boat of some kind, or maybe even a like a transport ship, maybe merchant ship. Cool. All right, back down to 20 knots. We're going to send the cruisers in first. Do max -2 on the battleships. Okay. Going to get close here so we don't lose these transports in the dark. Sighted an unknown ship, eh? Sounds to me like a KE. You can kind of tell from how big the silhouettes are, generally how like what class the ship is going to be sometimes. Okay. So let's slow it down to 8 knots so we stay nice and steady. So wherever you are over there, well, we decided not to engage him, I guess. Now, I don't need my destroyer in there, so I'm going to pull the destroyer out. But we're going to hunt down any sort of shore like shore batteries, essentially. So let's go down to cruise speed. We'll head back towards the transports with these destroyers. What the hell's going on here? Oh, come on. All right, well, that's not nice. It's not nice at all. Let's slow it down so it doesn't sink. 6 knots. All right. What a real jerk that guy is. So we know there's shore batteries around here somewhere that can see us, but we can't see them. So we'll just go wait over by the actual invasion target. Okay, cruise. We're gonna actually slow these down to a stop. We just don't want to waste fuel, and we don't want to have to keep corralling them, microing them back and forth. We'll slow these down as well. We might lose the Palmen. The Palmern. Yeah, there's a good. Well, it's flooding's down to 2, so we might be able to get it home. Oh, okay. Daylight is here, so let's get back up to cruise speed. And cruise speed. And let's go up to max -2 on the battleships and get them in there. Sunrise is coming in an hour. Should be enough time for us to engage all these shore batteries and kill them off. We're going to do what Admiral Dewey used for his Battle of Manila Bay, which is to essentially sail in a figure 8 in front of these shore batteries and basically just duel with them. Well, looks like there's a contact here. So let's go up to max speed, and we're going to go out there and attempt to interdict that. And we're going to max speed our heavy cruisers and head down that way as well. And we're going to set our battleships to cruise. Because slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Hmm. I'm kind of tempted to just, here, we're just going to stop them and let them unleash with those 9-inch guns. We're actually more concerned sending our destroyers home. We're actually more concerned with just getting the Pomeranian home and the Prince Albert home. Because once daylight gets here, well, I don't want to get caught in a corner back there. Once daylight gets here, we'll really do a number on those shore batteries. We're gonna actually stop this division as well. And once this one gets a little bit more parallel to it, like this, we'll stop it as well, and we'll just like focus fire. All right, there is that contact. Several unknown ships here. Are these just KEs out here cruising around? We're still dueling with a shore battery. Okay, so that was a merchant. And this is a destroyer, naughty little destroyer. Get out of here, you. Oh, there's another one down there. Turns out there's just a lot of transport shipping. Well, we'll sink whatever we can. The shore batteries are gone. It's just a matter of waiting on our transports to actually get here and unload. Patrol boats and KEs. Okay, let's go back down to cruise mode. We'll take control over this thing. Put it on cruise. And we're getting potentially enemy ships here. Reports. Yep, there's something over there. Get out of here, you. Okay. Back down to cruising speed. We're just gonna send that. We're just gonna send that light cruiser home, I think. The whole point is to get these transports in here and get the invasion off. Cool. All right, now we'll just stop our ships that we have control of and wait out the timer. The Pomeranian here is still going home. Still flooding a little bit, but we should be okay. Timer's just about done. Cool. So we lost a heavy cruiser to that one torpedo. Our Pomeranian survived. We sank 2 battleships, 6 destroyers, 3 corvettes, some patrol boats, and we blew up a couple of shore batteries. Sure. Couple prestige points. We've successfully landed in Finland, and we're blockading Russia. Excellent. The Wangerug has sunk an enemy submarine. Look at that. The pride of our really weirdly named corvettes. So it seems like a good place to stop it. Let's take a look at the Russian situation here. They have no pre-dreadnoughts left in their navy. They're all decorating the bottom of the Baltic. They have one battleship in service and some heavy cruisers. Let's see here. They've got nothing but destroyers and corvettes left in the Baltic. They've got one heavy cruiser probably raiding Northern Europe, and then what's going on over here? I don't know where the Russian battleship, I guess, is at. Look at that. Even Japan has a actual dreadnought. Well, we don't. We're working on it though. We've got several on the way. Anyhow, I hope you all enjoyed. That was a fun one. Hopefully, we can actually capture Finland before the war ends. Now, Tarok did suggest that taking over Finland is going to up my foreign station requirements. It might, but at the same time, I'll probably want to keep something in the Baltic anyhow. So we'll see. Look, it's prestige. We want to be the ruler of the Baltic. Plus, if we ever fight Russia over here again, having these ports right here would be really nice. We can retreat into when needed. Alrighty. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time and sail safe out there.